Yeah. What's really happening, man? This your boy OG Gigavelli, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Real quick, man. This the paperwork party. My man Finesse invited me, man. It's a pleasure, man. What's up? See, in the state, you don't have to check paperwork. Because 9 times 10, you hit that compound, the whole city know what you did, so you got with all your homeboys. But when you in the feds, we might be the only two homeboys up there. Both of them might be hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we might be just, man, we ain't hot. So we got there, I'm bouncing for you, you bouncing for me. You know what I'm saying? So we got the rest of these niggas from other cities thinking, oh, those real ass niggas from Atlanta or Miami. But the whole time, we some hot ass niggas. And see, I'm using that word hot. I know hot mean cool in the streets. But in the fed, hot mean your ass a rat. You're poison. You know what I'm saying? You're outcast. You know what I'm saying? Certain spots you're dead.
How do they treat people that's rats?
I don't fuck with a rat, period. I ain't gonna crush you because you ain't told on me.
Yeah.
If you told on the next man, that's between you and him. That's y'all business. But I don't fuck with you, period.
How do you handle being in a cell with a rat?
I ain't gonna be in there alone.
You ain't or he ain't?
I ain't gonna be in, I just told him, he already in the cell. I got a agenda, I wanna get out of prison. I ain't trying to be no prison warrior or whatever, so I'm trying to avoid shit.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So if he already in there, that's his cell. And if they letting him live, I'm gonna let him live. He ain't told on me.
Fact.
But if that's my rat, I'm gonna kill my road. But if you ain't told on me, that's your business. That's like if you into homosexuality, you know what I'm saying, the joint. If I ain't into it, that's your business. That's your business. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for me to go announce that. That's your business.
All right. So, man, I got my guy in here. And go ahead and tell me a little about yourself. What you got in your hand right now?
All right, man. This is what it is, man. Y'all see I'm holding these books. This first book right here, before I get started, y'all see the cover, that picture of myself. Shout out to my baby girl, Lakivia. You know what I'm saying? She's the target behind this. We did this while I was in the halfway house at Starbucks. So I'm very proud to say that my daughter designed this cover. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lakivia.
And you wrote that book yourself?
I wrote this book in prison myself. When a lot of dudes are spending time in the nigga business, you know, smoking tunchi, you know what it is, you know what I'm saying, feds or whatever. I was minding my business. I was free in my mind. I was out here. I was doing this, what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? I had already envisioned this day. So this interview was I knew this day was gonna come. You know what I'm saying? And, I'm here, I'm excited, and I'm more excited because this is the paperwork party. And when you give me an opportunity, I'm gonna expound on that.
What is the paperwork party? What is it?
Well, in the feds, let me talk about my second book. This book right here is my life story. I'm an OG from Miami, man. And to make that statement to say a real OG from Miami, put respect on my city, 305, man. Shout out to all the real OGs, man. Shout out to Vonda. Shout out to Bert. They home, man. Shout out to all the real OGs that's coming on from Miami, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? The paperwork party, the feds. This right here, book right here, Still on Paperwork is the subtitle. This is my second book after Pressure, is Federal Pressure. That's a whole nother level.
What is federal pressure?
Federal pressure, as when you read my book, Pressure, you're gonna realize that I've been locked up majority of my life. This book right here is from when I was a child until all the way up till I got into federal pressure. Federal pressure is a level of another courtroom. You been in that federal courtroom, it's immaculate. When I mean immaculate, I mean nothing out of place. It's stainless. It's different from the state courtroom and hit a baby crying, the courtroom crowd, and people going in and out the door. Nah, when you get to that federal level, you gonna know that you in another level and that you arrived. You know what I'm saying? They mean business. That's what federal pressure is. And Still on Paperwork is what me and you doing tonight, man. Like, I done had opportunities, I done had big time people out here say they gonna do this and say they gonna do that, but you one of the only ones that really came through right away and did something. But it mean more coming from you than one of these big name people doing this and doing that, because you authentic, and I know you stand on this. I told you the other day when we set this up that money don't matter, clout don't matter, none of that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? What matters is that you stand on the code and the principle. And that's the points that I'm gonna talk about tonight, man. That's real street code of conduct, bringing back that real G code, and also my brand, Valley Life, Vision, Empower, Leadership Initiative, stemming from Machiavelli. We're gonna get into that, which is a Miami culture. We put names on our product, and that's federal. You know what I'm saying? That's how it became That's how it became Rico. All that's in the book. That's I don't want to get too far away from the question. And I brought you one too, bro.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna read this and I'm gonna let you know how I feel about it.
All right, and them real facts in there, man. I got a bounty on that. I got so much to talk about. I'm gonna hijack it.
What's let's start off. What was you charged with in your case?
Dope and gun, like most federal cases. Drugs and guns.
Drugs and guns and
counterfeit.
And counterfeit.
Yeah.
And tell us about your case. Like, was it a conspiracy? You said it was a RICO? What?
No, I ain't. This is one thing I understood. I'm a hustler. I'm a real OG, and from Miami, I'm a real street. I'm a campo. I'm a street soldier. I ain't no drug dealer.
Yeah.
I never been a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man that take opportunities. You know what I'm saying? It's opportunities in the streets. It's hustles.
Yeah.
So if I could take this and turn that and turn this and turn that, make $1 and go in with something.
Right.
That's how I was. You know what I'm saying? So the point is, I got jammed up for selling work and for, like I said, counterfeit. You go get my indictment. I had an 8-count indictment. You know what I'm saying? My case is open. My name on my book.
So what's the story?
The story is I got jammed up with work and gun. Basically, me and my ex at the time was co-defendants, and we was doing something. I ain't got no other co-defendant. I ain't no RICO. I ain't got no big indictment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no big case. I ain't no big case like that. And that's another thing. At that time, the feds is picking up. And I want you young cats to realize that the feds ain't like back in the day where they picking up anything now. Any gun, you seen that?
Yeah.
Up in there.
Yeah.
So don't go to thinking like, oh, it's old, this, old, that's, no, that. The feds are picking up anything and they'll grab you, understand what I'm saying? And you're gonna do a whole lot of time. So understand what you're doing. There's state laws and there's federal laws.
How did it become federal?
Because it's federal laws. And they be on the books, we just not aware of them. We just not aware that they exist.
How did your case become? Because guns and drugs, it could have easily been state.
Right. My case became federal, and I'm be honest with you, man. My lack of knowledge of law at this particular time when I got jammed up, because when I got jammed up, I didn't really have to get stopped, but it be not knowing my rights, the 4th Amendment rights, that I had. They don't tell you this, but it's your rights to know that when you are stopped for a citation, you don't have to necessarily, you know what I'm saying? You got, you do what the officer tell you to do. I don't want to put that out there. Don't be aggressive with these police officers. We seeing what's happening in these situations. You know what I'm saying? Be very mindful how you move around. Talking to my people, black people. Be mindful how you move around, especially young people, especially young black men. But know your rights. You have the right to just say, "Hey man, if I need to get to my job." No, y'all don't want you to search my car. That also have the right. If he sees something out of place or he feels certain type of to search your car, that's law. I'm not gonna get all away from the situation. But the point, the Terry stop. It's a case called Terry versus Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Go read that case, Terry versus Ohio. If you want to know your rights about illegal search and seizure, you want to know your 4th Amendment rights, go get the case Terry versus Ohio. And that's all I need to say. Let's move on.
So your girl was on your case.
Yeah,
right.
At the time.
And was it what you got pulled over with drugs and guns on you?
I actually have an 04 case. I did 16 years in the feds. I got an 04 case and an 06 case. And what happened was the 04 case, the feds kept on the shelf. They'll do that too. It's a lot of different things that these people would do. And when I mean these people, I'm talking about the federal government. I'm not talking no white, no racial thing.
So what was the 04 case?
Huh?
You got an 04 case, 06 case, right?
I got an 04 and 06 case.
What was the 04 case?
My 04 case was a drug and a gun case.
06, what was that?
Drug, similar conduct, drug and gun.
Both federal?
Both federal.
With your girl on the case?
With my girl on the case.
Did she receive that much time too?
No, I took responsibility. And that's a lot of time to my little young sisters out here that's messing with these young guys, that's dealing in these criminal activities, and you thinking that you're in love with this person or whatever, and this guy got your back. Guys don't do, a lot of these young guys don't do what real men supposed to do. And y'all shouldn't be doing no criminal activity, period. But if you're doing something, the man is more responsible than that woman. You supposed to be the man of your house, man. You leading one of them. I have a daughter out here. I don't want my kids, you don't do criminal activity, period. And that's what these books, that's my message, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to save our young kids. I mean, do my part. I can't save everybody. But I know that my voice, I have little followers. And that's what Valley Life is about. Like I was saying, I was sharing with you before we got started. When I got, you know what I mean, I ain't gonna talk too much about certain things, but you had opportunity to see social media and where we came from.
Yeah.
When I got time to see that, I seen we got a following culture. And sometimes we follow people for the wrong reasons. And Valley Life, my vision and power leadership initiative is to say, be you. We need more finesse. We need more me. We need more people to bring to the table what they bring uniquely to the table. Than a whole bunch of the same thing, especially if it's the wrong thing. So I'm employing my message to my young cats, my message to my real young thugs. Man, listen, man, I ain't gonna tell you how to hustle. I ain't tell you what you do. I ain't tell you. Have some type of morals and standards about what you're doing. If you're doing it with one of these young sisters, man, like in my situation, there was a young lady involved. She had kids. I took the weight.
Did she get any time?
She did fair time. She was up in Hazleton.
How much time she did?
I'm not going to talk too much about her because I know this go on too, and me and her really don't, you see what I'm saying? But I'm going to go get the book. I took the time. She got a slap on the wrist. You understand what I'm saying? I ended up with 20-some years. Right now today, I was through it all over again. I would have took the little couple months that she did. That wasn't nothing, you know what I'm saying? But
so in 2006, you were sentenced?
I was sentenced me and you was talking about this earlier, and I was telling you, I got indicted on 666. And I don't really believe in omens, but that was an omen to me. On the 666, the day that I thought I was gonna be bonded out, the feds picked up my case and made it federal.
And gave you 20 years?
No, they didn't give me 20, they gave me 262 months. I copped out to 262 months.
How much time is that?
That's 21 years and 10 months.
Why did you receive so much time?
Because at that time they have what in the federal system called sentencing
guidelines.
Guidelines. And in the guidelines, I was a career criminal. Basically, you go read my book, I've been in prison, incarcerated. I did 11 years in the state, right? I did boys' school. You're gonna read in my book, Pressure, I did boys' school. I never really had an opportunity to just say probation.
Right.
I never had an opportunity. From the time I ever got in trouble, these people, now when I mean these people, I'm talking about the system. When I say these people, I'm not a racist person, I'm a Muslim. You could be white, black, Korean, or whatever, you could be my brother. I'm not racist.
So before getting 21 years, how much time you said it was 11 years that you did?
I did 11 years in the state. I did 6 years, then I got out. No, I did 4 years, then I got out, and I did 7 years. Mandatory. Then I got out and I moved myself away. I was trying to do right and moved to Tennessee. Yeah. And I married a woman. But at the end of the day, all that's another story. Yeah. And I got in trouble and I took the time and I did this. I ended up with 21 years. You know what I'm saying? That's just naked. That's the truth.
So when you received the dub, the 20,
right,
did it affect you? Like, did it
That's the most time I ever had in my life, bro.
And how did
double digits?
How did that make you feel? Like,
that made me realize, like, man, I got to get this. I got to change. And it was a surreal moment, man. I was dealing with the Fed, and I was speaking to you. It's a whole nother, that's where that federal pressure come in at. But I did something that I encourage anybody that's dealing with anything in life to do, man. Turn back to the Creator. I'm not gonna get religious on you, but I'm an OG, I'm a real G, I'm a real street dude, and everything in my book is real. But I always stood, and I thank my mom to this day that one thing, she ain't never gave me no birthday party, she ain't never gave me no cake, she ain't never gave me none of this here, but she gave me God. And them darkest moments in them cells, as a little boy, and not understanding why, you ain't get a break, and you see other people getting breaks, you had God. They give you a Bible, or they give you a religious book. And you be in them cells. I know the whole Bible. I done read it many a times.
When you say real OG,
real
You from Miami, and and
born and raised, Jackson Moore Hospital. One of my nicknames in the feds is Miami. So I shout out all my homeboys and I'm talking about all over that stood with me in the feds. They used to call me Miami.
What is a real OG to you?
A real OG is one that stands on. See the G. Let's get to first and foremost. What makes you a G? Is that you came out the house on a code, a street code of conduct, and it had rules. And one of the rules is written on my arm: stop snitching. That ain't the only rule though. Me and you was talking about this earlier. We was talking about a clip out of Scarface when they had to handle business. His plug told him to handle business. Handle his business. Or else. They ain't really say it like that, but or else I'm gonna give you everything. So all you gotta do is handle that business. Some dudes were going to handle that business regardless if the kids would have got hurt, regardless of women that got hurt, regardless of who got hurt. That ain't a G. Scarface was a G. See what I'm saying? He say no. He told him no kids, and he pushed it. But dude kept pushing it. So before I slump the kids, I'm gonna slump you, cause this principle matter. That's a G. And if you stay on that principle for a long time, and you get tested, all these tests, you know what I'm saying? You never rat on your friends or your hood. And you know what I'm saying? You ain't never. I got some more rights to brag on. You never beat a woman. I don't knock a lot of dudes out. I ain't never put my hands on a woman. Now as a little boy, we fight little girls or whatever. But when you come a man, you don't know, man, a woman can't do nothing to you. There's a lot of principle to this code. And my brother that's in his grave told me to write about this code. I stand on this code matter to me. So that's what makes you a G when it matters.
So
it don't matter, you ain't a G.
Your brother taught you all these principles.
Nah, my brother the streets taught me my principles. My brother I'm talking about, he knew it mattered to me. Before he passed, I was still in the joint. My brother died 215. I lost my brother. I was a tutor in Ford City. Shout out to everybody. And then I got another bragging right. I got honor. Shout out to Miss Boot that made me a tutor. I help dudes get their GED. I don't just brag about knocking people out doing it. I ain't cool, whatever. I got respect for being a tutor aide, man. Dudes that follow me on Facebook, Instagram, all that, they know I help them get their GED. And they give them the extra $25. They say, oh, gee, let me get you some ice cream. Let me get you something out of the canteen. Nah, nigga ain't finna save my blessing. Dude, they for God. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out there. That was one of the ones. That would make you a G, man. Stuff like that. But what was the question again? You say what you said?
I don't remember.
I know. I was too. I know we were talking about what make me an OG.
Yeah.
But when it matters, when the G code matter, the whole code, and there's so many principles to this code. But when it don't matter, a nigga do anything and everything, that's when it's so much that we gotta explain to these women and our kids. They don't understand by doing time, and they think, they try to sum us up in one shell and try to put us in one bag. And prison is just like the world. It's a group of different people. It's a whole different lot of people in there. You know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead.
So you basically lived a life of crime your whole life.
You want me to go deep? No, I'm a very red man. Is it crime? Is it crime? Is it crime? Because some people do it. They wait like that. Because we can say you can say the pharmaceutical sale Oxycontin. Oxycontin doing more damage than the brother selling weed right here. Huh? Both of them supposed to help some kind of way. This help cataracts or whatever. And this help what? Over here, pain and suffering, whatever it's supposed to help. But this one here tear your teeth and interrogate your body. This one help you eat. Smile, it's aphrodisiac. So, you lock this person up and selling weed, you let this person sell all these, and they get millions and millions of dollars. I mean, so is it a crime? I follow the Sharia law, but the Sharia law tell me to respect the law of the land too. Now, I'm not telling you to respect the law. Now, I say I did break laws, so I'm an outlaw. I broke some laws.
What caused you to break these laws?
Poverty. We come from Liberty City, man. It's private. I come up. See, back in the day, it wasn't crack. I ain't no crack baby. I hear my boy shout out Young Dolph, man. You know, that's a senseless, and that's the reason why I take time out. I'm tired of watching us kill each other, man. Out of whatever the difference is, man. I'd rather see the celebrities get in there and knock it out. Celebrity fight nights, whatever, man. If y'all beef, man, get in there and thump it out, man. Let's see who really can thump. Put your security guard to the side. Put all that to the side. Put all your team to the side. If I got a beef with some finesse, let's stand out here. Let's, if we can't talk it out, let's bump it out. But we ain't got to kill. Let's walk away with it. You know what I'm saying, son?
Niggas ain't fighting no more.
No, they can't. They can't fight. Most times they can't fight.
Growing.
They doing what they doing the same thing. When I got stabbed in 2015 8 times by the Serenios for standing up for the brothers about the weight pile. That's in federal pressure. But I brought that up to say this. A lot of times they lurk up, right? Because they can't fight. That's just real talk. I made the head dude, Sereno head dude, on a weight pile. He tried to hold down a weight bench that nobody was using because of some prison rule or whatever. Hold on, I'm finna work out, bro. And when your people come, I respect the rule. When your people, I get out the way. That wasn't good enough for him. So when he tried to finesse on me, I stood my ground as a man and told him, look, player. Oh, but all the little dudes around, a lot of little dudes around, they didn't want that smoke. But I didn't really want the smoke. But I'm like, bro, if you can't respect me as a man, we gonna have to go to that next level. I'm finna crush him. But we had a little situation, but it blowed up. Read about it in federal press. I ain't gonna get in full details a lot of these stories, man, because I want you to go get the book, and not for I want you to go get the book because it's a good book, it's a good read, it's a true story. But I want you to understand, man, that this what this code and all this stuff, this matter to some of us, man. This matter to real G's, real OGs. You got dudes that's in Big Sandy, you got dudes that's in Hazleton, you got dudes that's in Coleman, you got dudes that's locked up, man, that really gave their life to this. And man, you got the opportunity to make sure that they ain't doing it in vain. Go ahead, bro.
I think we were speaking on, you telling me, I asked you about why you committed crimes, and you telling me this property where you grew up at.
Yeah, Providence. It's Providence in Liberty City, man. You know what I'm saying? So you going to school and my mom used to shop at the Red, White, and Blue, the thrift shop. I used to have homeboys, we turn high in our heads, and we do go to the same school. We buying used clothes and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I've been buying my own school clothes since I was 11 years old. You know what I'm saying? I've been pumping gas back and grocery cutting grass, doing all that since I was a shorty. You know what I'm saying? So when I see the water boys out there doing their thing, whatever, I respect what they doing, man. You know what I'm saying? I understand they hustling. When I see a young man washing cars, I know what he's doing. He trying to wrestle that little pressure, that one pressure right there, that poverty pressure. That poverty pressure puts you towards crime or doing something, breaking the law. Because you just get tired of, you know what I'm saying? And then it get be more expensive.
So at what age did you commit your first crime?
About 9 years old, 10 years old, shoplifting. And I was throwing out. My first crime was toys. Yeah. And I know what? My first crime was to my family, man. It's in the book. My first crime, I was stealing my cousin them toys out the yard. My grandma used to have a bunch of toys in the yard, cause I ain't have that stuff. And I didn't know better. I wanted to take it home and play with you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just.
When the first time you got caught and had to do like?
The first time I just mentioned, North Side. Shout out to North Side, man. Liberty Market back then, man. That Walgreens right there on the corner right there. Right now, I got caught trying to bring a big ass.
At 9?
At about 9. I probably was younger than 9, cause I was at Broadmoor. Man, me and my homeboy, Gene, Mike, a couple of them in there, they was stealing candy. I'm trying to give me a toy. I want to play with later on. My mama keep all kind of little, she always kept food in the house. Niggas might have food issues. I had toy issues. I want something to play with later on, man. Hey, mama always kept her fed, man, you know what I'm saying? She might not give a nigga the toy, but we had food. We always had everybody come on, we kept the food. My mama kept a clean house, and my mama kept food in the house. She might
so
not
that
on all that,
getting caught from that.
You might not have your wants, but you had your needs.
Getting caught from that just continued as you growing up.
I mean, I get caught. I'm one of them people that knew I was gonna be locked up. I accepted that. They were telling me that, you know what I'm saying? I knew early on, you know what I'm saying? You go read my book, Pressure, you gonna see, man. You know, shout out, man, my old boy Pig, man, Harris Hunter, man, a real OG. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a Heron baby. That's what I was talking about Dolph. Dolph got that song, Crack Baby. I'm a Heron baby, man. You know, so I was born with a hole in my heart. I was born dead. I was born dead before I was alive. It's all in the story. I had a hard moment. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's a piece of my heart been missing. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's a real story, man. But at the end of the day, like, I wouldn't change it for nothing. I mean, it's me. I don't want to be nobody but me, man. I don't want to be nobody but me. All the stress, all the bruises, all the, you know, all the. This ain't no pity patty. This ain't no feel sorry for me. This ain't nothing. This ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kids coming up worse than what I'm talking about. I know some of my homeboys I talk to right now. I been sleep in the mall. You actually live in hotels on Biscayne. It's real. How you go down over town right now, you gonna see 5 right now. They playing football in the middle of the road. You been to Miami? No, you been over town?
For sure.
Miami the real one. You been to Poke and Beans? Been all around up to KC. They outside right now. You know, it's rough down there. So you gonna do what you gotta do to get what you gotta get.
Poke and Beans ain't, you know, it's just no place you just pull up to. You gotta know somebody.
Nah, you ain't just gonna pull up.
Yeah.
Ain't nowhere in Miami. We the real tourist robbing state. That was one of my early crimes, robbing tourists. You know what I'm saying? And we was talking about that earlier. That was another code that we had. Miami, see, one thing about the G code and what I had learned about when I was in the feds, G code got some core principles that's universal through every hood throughout the United States. That stop snitching, you know, no hitting the women and kids. I'm feeling like all G's feel like that all the way around. But there's certain things on the West Coast that's culturally into the gang culture. In Chicago, it's in the gang culture that it wasn't necessarily Miami culture. Miami had a different type of code. We always had different. Our swag, everything has always been different. You know what I'm saying? We always put a little something. They wear ballads in New York. We gonna put a little ballad. We gonna put a little deco on it. We gonna put a little flavor with it. You know what I'm saying? We might color little socks on them. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do something to it. Just our swag. You know what I'm saying? I love that about the crib. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, that's what we bring to the table. That's our sauce.
Let's talk about your first initiation in the feds. When you start off your bid, did you start off at a penitentiary?
I started medium high, Manchester.
Manchester.
Yeah.
And how was that experience?
It was different from the state. And what I mean by that is in the feds you got cars.
Yeah.
And then you load in through your state majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? And you like with me, my experience was walking on another new compound. It was locked up is locked up to me. Chains are chains, walls is walls, cells is cells.
Gates is gates.
Gates is gates. But like I was just trying to explain to y'all about the culture, the codes in different states and regions. The culture in the feds is different from the culture in the state joint. Because state different from difference. You see what I'm saying? If that makes any sense.
So in Manchester, this is New York, right?
No, Manchester, Kentucky.
Kentucky. Oh.
Manchester, Kentucky.
All right. So it wasn't too many. When you say cars is basically
where you from?
Where you from? So in the car is basically like, okay, I'm in the car with Florida.
Yeah, because we use that Manchester, that'd have been a South Claw. The
whole South Claw.
That was a South Claw. That was a South Claw.
So Georgia and Florida together.
Georgia, Florida, Alabama, South Carolina, Mississippi, all of it together up there. You know what I'm saying? All
right. So was it flooded with Florida people?
Nah, we didn't even have no South Claw up there. I'm on real nigga time anywhere I go with.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's real niggas everywhere, so I ain't on that type of time, but regional. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga that get Miami niggas, real Miami niggas. We been highwaymen. You know what I'm saying? We been. That's our MO. You know what I'm saying? Getting to, so I know opportunity when I say. So why would I beef with you and I want to be in your city so I can slide? I need you as a point of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Interest. So when I came to the feds of Manchester, shout out man to CEO Saad, man. You know what I'm saying? My Muslim brother, man. You know what I'm saying? He gave me my first care package. Back then, a care package was a care package. I talk about that in Federal Pressure, man. Shout out to 1865, man. You know what I'm saying? Black Flagging, man. They doing some big things over there, man.
What's the care package?
Care package is what you need. You know, your deodorant, your hygiene, your thermo. You know,
Yeah.
it's up there in the cold. You know, brand. They gave me everything brand new, man. I didn't have to spend my money when I first got it. First 6 months in the Feds, I ain't had to spend no money. Between my Muslim brothers and a few little homeboys that I had up there, dudes were looking at it. When you come in real first, but you know that come with, once again, what we having here tonight, paperwork party. So that comes with the paperwork. You know what I'm saying?
So once
my paperwork was certified, then things opened up for me, different things happened.
When you first got there, they checked your paperwork. Did they come at you like that?
Yeah, that was presented to me like that, because that's different between the state. See, in the state, you don't have to check paperwork. Because 9 times 10, you hit that compound, the whole city know what you did, so you got with all your homeboys. But when you in the Feds,
You from anywhere?
you know what I'm saying? Then you got a lot of cuffing going on. We might be the only 2 homeboys from up there. Both of them might be hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we might be, man, we ain't hot. So we got I'm bouncing for you, you bouncing for me. You know what I'm saying? So we got the rest of these niggas from other cities thinking, oh, those real ass niggas from Atlanta or Miami. But the whole time we some hot ass niggas. And see, I'm using that word hot. I know hot mean cool in the streets. But in the Fed, hot mean your ass a rat. You're poison. You know what I'm saying? You're outcast. You know what I'm saying? Certain spots you're dead.
How do they treat people that's hot? How do they treat people that's rats?
I'm gonna tell you how I treat people. I don't fuck with a rat, period. I don't fuck with rodents. I don't like no kind of rodent. I don't like no snakes. I don't like no amphibians, anything that changes. Anything that it ain't what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't sell with rats. I done been in a cell with rats, but that's because they was already in the cell. I ain't gonna crush you because you ain't told on me.
Yeah.
If you told on the next man, that's between you and him. That's y'all business. But I don't fuck with you, period. You know what I'm saying? It ain't my job to crush you.
So what you gonna
But if you cross my path, I ain't gonna, I'm gonna put a little extra on that shit cause of the rat this. Cause most times if I knock a nigga down, I don't stump him. But if you a rat, I'm gonna kick your shit on out. You know what I'm saying? Just because now down there whoops your ass, I'm gonna knock the shit on out your mouth anyway too. You feel what I'm saying?
How do you handle being in a cell with a rat?
I ain't gonna be in there alone.
You ain't or he ain't?
I ain't gonna be in, I just told him, he already in the cell. I got a agenda, I wanna get out of prison. I ain't trying to be no prison warrior or whatever, so I'm trying to avoid shit.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So if he already in there, that's his cell. And if they letting him live, I'm gonna let him live. He ain't told on me.
Fact.
But if that's my rat, I'm gonna kill my rodent. You know what I'm saying? That's how I handle rats. If you told on me, I'm gonna do something to you. But if you ain't told on me, that's your business. That's like if you into homosexuality, you know what I'm saying, the joint. If I ain't into it, that's your business. That's your business. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for me to go announce that. That's your business. It's just that.
How long did you do in Manchester?
I did 8 years in Manchester. I was up in Manchester from 2007 to 2015. When I got stabbed.
You got stabbed at
I
Manchester.
got stabbed 8 times. 5 times in the chest, 2 times in the neck, and 1 time in the arm.
Damn. This is like some one-on-one shit?
No, this. I just told y'all earlier about the weight power. Serrano's green light. They been wanting to green light me. I've been,
So,
touching them up.
Where your homeboys at? Where your car at?
Who?
Yours.
It was at this time. You gotta read the. I'm trying to be time right.
Give it to him.
I'm gonna give y'all that story right there. I used to work out. At Manchester, we had a weight power, so you used to have cars that work out. So in my car, you had to have paperwork to work out with me. Everybody know that there. The workout with me, that still stand. I got personal training that I do out here. And when I mean paperwork, if you a police or you are someone that's civilian, this don't apply to you. But if you a street guy, you from the streets, and you into street activities, stuff like that, and you done told on somebody, I don't want you around me, I don't want you working out with me, man. Just keep your energy over there. So get to the story. Anyway, we in the weight pile. Everybody got it's harmony. Serrano's had their time to work out. They got their areas. The Pisces got their areas. The white boys got their areas. The blacks got their areas. You know, different stuff, no weights. Everything's broken. You know how the feds work. So everything pretty much is broken down. Nothing not belongs to somebody. Everything belongs to somebody in there.
Yeah.
All the way down to a garbage can. belonged to somebody. So this particular time, it was a fall camp. So my normal workout time would be early in the morning on the weekends. But when the fall come, they push everything back. We had to work out during lunchtime. So I would sacrifice my lunch. So you asked me where my car was. My car was mostly at lunch. And the yard was full of more Spanish guys that they probably had something that they didn't want. But the Spanish guys be having so much money and stuff going on. They ain't, most people we be ones tearing the chow all down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that was my car was eating chow. And most of the blacks was on the basketball court. So it wasn't nothing but a pocket of us in the weight pile.
And what happened?
What happened was I wanted to use a station. The station didn't belong to me. But it was understanding that when no one's using the station and they not there, that you could use the station until they'll come. Till they come, excuse me. But this particular Sereno, this particular shot caller, whatever you want to call it, whatever, me and him had already had little differences before, you know what I'm saying, from other little areas, and they had already had a little issue with me. He came trying to flex, because he thought he could. I called him on it. We were finna push at that moment. I seen a couple of blacks out there didn't really want to push. The Mexicans didn't really want to push because the weight pile is all weapons. They're not gonna push unless they see the advantage. Because it's like, and I ain't throwing no shade. It's just real talk. Man, down there it's down to take two of them to one of us.
That's a fact.
When it comes to, you know what I'm saying, physical contact. But they going. Shout out to all my Mexican brothers, you know what I'm saying?
They going. They going.
And they coach about going. That's why they kept warning. That's why they own their shit. That's why they got a Mexico. You know what I'm saying? That's why we ain't got nothing. Because they gonna go. You have to kill them. But yeah, man, that what happened about the weight pile.
So where you get the weapon
And me
from?
and my man 30, I wasn't the only one got stabbed. Me and my workout partner, shout out, I can't leave him out of it. He got hit too, big 30, you know what I'm saying, GD, you know what I'm saying, he from Chicago, but he shout out, he from Nashville, you know what I'm saying, I know he gonna see this. Shout out to all, man, since I'm talking about the ride, man, I'm gonna shout out to everybody that participated, man. Not everybody, but the one name. Shout out to CeeLo, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my Muslim brothers that went in. Shout out to everybody that went in and bought me, man, down in Manchester, man. Y'all made me proud, y'all made me feel love, man. And when SIS kept wondering who I was, you know what I'm saying? Because the yard kept blowing up every time they, you know what I'm saying, open up the yard, it'd go up again because dudes was crushing dudes that didn't go out for me. It didn't go out what I stood for. It wasn't just about me. Because it could have been any real nigga that happened to, that response would have happened to. So don't make it feel like I'm special or nothing. I'm just a real nigga that real niggas love, that was part of real niggas doing situation in there, and that, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen like that.
I mean, I was at the low, so I never really come across them type of situations.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I hear about it all the time, but
Yazoo, Yazoo ain't no soft spot now.
Nah, it ain't.
Yazoo, my homeboy black stabbed, there was stabbings going on there.
Yeah, it was. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all remember what happened down there in C1? When my homeboy went crazy down on the New Orleans boys down there.
Nah.
Oh yeah, my homeboy went ham. But you just mad as you lay in the bed, you rolled over, nigga beating his meat around there just next to you. I don't care if you look in the magazine, I don't know what he was doing. But y'all in a little cubicle. We ain't in no cell. You just ain't no shower. You ain't by yourself. Black jumped up. Shout out to Black, man, out of Orlando, man. I thought me and Black was a loose cannon.
Yeah.
I thought me and Black was going. I was a large man now. So you already knew. I thought me and Black were finna end up having to get into it, but we ain't do it. But I was thinking, but I ain't know Black would push that. Nigga, Black had made them hit the deuces, nigga. Black went hand. Look at what he did. Black hit my man up. His celly was in the TV room. When it got to his celly, he gave him a little business and went to their shot caller, woke him up and said, "Hey man, you won't shot caller." Hey, I thought, man, you gotta remember that, man. You got to remember that, man. I'm in the laundry. I seen why they locked the compound. I seen them walking Black across the compound. So nigga came and told me the whole story, man.
I missed that one, bro.
I woke him up, say, hey. I just had to handle your homeboys up, man. You know what I'm saying? This is foul shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga said, he should. Nigga, where he at? Homeboy want to go finish him off.
What is Celly had to do with it though?
I guess you felt like it said, you knew this nigga was like this. Y'all been doing it. You can't say that one though. But Black was like, shit, oh y'all, I'm on the list.
Yeah.
Nigga, turn the TV on me.
At what point did you turn Muslim?
Shout out to Lil Tanner, man. Bushwick, man. Shout out to Santana, man. Lil Bushwick, man. That was my E-man back then. What Bushwick Muslim name was? Alameen. Shout out Alameen, man. Alameen gave me my shahada at Cross City, man. 2000.
Oh, this is before the feds. This is
Before
fake.
the Fed.
Is it a difference between how Muslims move in the state and the feds?
At the time, it was. It done got a little better now. At the time, it was. They'll lump all this up in together. They don't care what kind of Muslim, what your sect is or whatever. You could be nation, you could be Sunni, you could be Shia. Y'all going to one Jumu'ah. It ain't like that in the Fed.
Why do you think so many people convert to Muslim?
It's a lot of different reasons, man. And I just hope it be for the right reason. I know I'm gonna speak for me.
Yeah.
I'm just say that on that. I don't know why other people do what they do, but for me, I always, like God, always been part of my life. Like I told you, I had the opportunity to read the Bible numerous of times as a shouted. So when I got embraced to the Quran, I seen the similarities and I seen the same message. And I seen the same, same God. And Islam give me the discipline that I need, the 5 times prayer. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine, I could leave and be mad right now, but you see how before we started, I was able to pray. So whatever problems I had, I was able to leave right there. You know what I'm saying? That was my outlet. So Islam really works for me. I don't go out fishing. I don't go out trying to make people Muslim. Allah make people Muslim. So you know what I'm saying? If you're looking for God, He's gonna reveal Himself to you, man. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta go looking for Him. You just gotta go call Him, man. That's some real OG shit right there. And excuse me, I ain't mean to say that in the same terms.
Yeah.
It comes out like I ain't no preacher. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I ain't politically correct. I kill a word. I'm from Miami. We say dope and fo.
Who?
You already know.
I hung around a lot of brothers while I was down. I never took my shahad though. You know what I'm saying? Like I hung around a lot of brothers, and
The Muslim winning, man.
No, for sure.
We winning, man. Anybody celebrating God, man, on a daily basis, we winning, man.
I was intrigued by the fact that the discipline, especially when it came around to fasting every year.
Everybody loves the Ramadan.
Loved it, you know what I'm saying?
Discipline. Everybody loves Ramadan.
I've been on it 5 years now. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I appreciate being around y'all because we in the same situation, but y'all mindset is like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna stick to this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stick to what I believe in, praying 5 times a day, not giving a damn how people looking at me or whatever it is, and the brotherhood that came with it. I really enjoyed.
Anytime you want to talk about the religion off camera, man.
Yeah.
Now when you bring that in, you get my full attention.
Yeah.
You see how my hypeness come down.
Yeah.
I gotta humble myself when Allah is mentioned.
For sure. And were you like that in the beginning? Like, how did it?
Nah, it's a process, bro. It's a process. I'm still a process.
Yeah.
I'm still struggling. I'm still turning back to Allah.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I have my days. The enemy gonna attack. Anytime something great about to happen for you, anytime something, you know what I'm saying, close, a blessing coming, that's when the storm is at its worst.
Yeah.
But man, that's when the rain, that's when that sun gonna peek through.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Starting to peek through.
You did 16 years out of how many? 21?
Out of 21 years.
Did you got out early, right?
I got out early.
How?
First Step Act.
First Step Act. What was the First Step Act?
First Step Act was a bill signed by Donald Trump. Shout out, hey man, hey, I ain't gonna get in political shot in different situations. I ain't giving nobody no heads up. I ain't who tell you who to vote for or whatever, but that's who signed my bill.
Mm.
It released at me early because we was over sentenced, man. Shout out to Michelle Alexander. You really want to know what's going on in the criminal justice system? Go get that sister book, man. New Jim Crow, and also get my Dr. Nine Akbar book, Breaking the Chain of Institutionalization. I'm breaking the chain of psychological slavery. My bad. I wanted to plug my institutionalization in there. That's where that come from.
Mm. So, how did you get that? It didn't just happen for you. You had to like put in some paperwork for that.
What that?
The First Act Act.
Yeah, you have to put it, but nah, they did it for you. They did it for you. Actually, that was one motion that I didn't have to do for myself. All the 16 years I was in, I fought my whole case by myself. I am him. That law library, I stayed there. I told you earlier, I was a tutor at Fort City, you know what I'm saying, Arkansas, medium. You You know what I'm saying? Not the way T.I. was at the low. Not ain't throwing no shade nothing, but just the medium just a different ball game. Boy. That one there, when it flood, you got to pull your stuff off the ground. That's the real. I'm telling you third world at Florida City. You have to pull your. Florida City, out south. You have to pull your stuff off the ground because the water literally coming off your cell, running down the wall. That's how quickly they throw them cells together, them buildings together over there. Brothers living there called rain conditions over there, man. Then they nets everywhere. Florida City ain't no joke, man. Ain't no place to be.
Can't do nothing about that. Can't.
Hey man, listen here. That ain't my battle. That ain't my battle, man.
How long you did that?
I did a year there. That's all I did.
Got up out of there.
That's how I ended up going to Yazoo.
Yeah,
Look, I made it to the low there.
Yeah.
I was on my game. I got stabbed. That was the best Ramadan I did. I did Ramadan 215. I did Ramadan in the hole with Alameen. Shout out to the brother Alameen, man. I know I ain't reached out to you yet, man. I here get myself together, man. But yeah, that's the man that called the green light, the response to me getting stabbed 8 times. Alameen got 60 years, man. He out of DC, man. You know what I'm saying? Good brother, man. One of the best brothers I met, man. We did Ramadan in the hole. 215 in Manchester, and when I got out, I had myself together, and I became a tutor at Ford City and helped dudes, you know what I mean, get the GED and stuff down there. But we had to put some motion. I didn't have to put that motion in about the first step, man. We was talking about that.
And so they just woke you up one day and said, "Hey, man."
No, I ain't just woke me up in one day.
No.
No. It was a waiting process.
Yeah.
Dude, when they started letting out on the First Step Act, they started letting out. It was so many of us that it affected. So many of us that was just left in there that supposed to been out. You know what I'm saying? That they had to start, and they actually ended up starting in South Florida, but I was sentenced out of Tennessee. So the 11th Circuit started these people before any other circuit.
Oh, I do got to ask you about this. You was in Yazoo during the corona, right?
Yeah.
What was the conditions in there?
No, I was in Atlanta during the corona.
You got transferred?
I got transferred.
You got to a camp?
I had made it to the camp.
Oh, man.
I was free.
Oh, man.
I was enjoying myself.
Yeah, I bet, bro. That was up. That's a whole different type of life, the camp life. I ain't never been to a camp.
See, I talk about camp life in the book, Federal Pressure.
Yeah.
It's a test down there, too.
So, coming out of prison early,
right.
And you say you institutionalized.
Yeah, I'm definitely institutionalized. So that leads me, go ahead, I'm going to let you say what you're going to say, and I'm going to respond to that.
I was going to ask you, what does it mean to be institutionalized?
I just plugged Dr. Naeem Akbar in. He's a professor at Florida State University. I don't know if he's still there or not, but he had wrote a book. It's a very thin book. I suggest that's my real young thugs, man. Y'all go get this book, man. Dr. Naeem Akbar, Breaking the Chain of Psychological Slavery in Your Mind. And institutionalization is a psychological condition. It started early on. They get you, like when a person could go to jail and just lay down and just feel normal, it normalized the situation. When jail become normal, prison become normal, when it becomes acceptable, you just, like, it doesn't bother you that you're there. That's when the institution set in that deep. Thankfully, it didn't sit that way that deep with me, because I was able to be truthful with myself and understand that, hold up, when you start saying, this is my spot in the TV room, when you start saying, come on, that's why you laughing, because you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, that's why you laughing.
Man,
when you start saying,
I just had a flashback.
You start about to knock a nigga head off because he walked on your floor, and that's your floor. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
You're institutionalized.
That's some of the scream. Now you got all-timers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's when it done got to its potencies.
Yeah.
So thank God that it didn't sit that well in me. I was truthful with myself. I was able to write my book. My book was therapeutic to me. I was able to go back and deal with my truth and understand when it set in early. I've been doing this since boys' school, man. You asked me how early I started going to jail and going to trouble. Since 9 or earlier than that, man. You know what I'm saying? So I was in boys' school when I was like 14, 15. I had 2 counts of armed robbery, 3 counts of attempted murder, and 1 carjacking. You know what I'm saying? My co-defendant got 17 years behind that. I ended up going to boys' school. Because if I knew law then, I didn't even supposed to go to boys' school, because I won the hearing that got him waved over. So actually, that was our baby trial right there. And I still ended up letting them people talk to my mama and talk me into going to boys' school that really started setting my institutionalization in. The boys' school, it was more rough than some of the most boys' school, you see how I'm shaking when I started shaking when I said it. Boys' school, you start seeing real ignorant. My voice went up real ignorant. You start seeing dudes just walking early morning, just stick his hand in somebody's food just cause he just bored. Or the line ain't moving fast enough, and somebody sitting there out of impulse, or some impulse made him just flick something to somebody's plate, and then a big sun just start break off. That's the type of stuff you dealing with in boys' school. You know what I'm saying? When somebody just sneaking down, and initiation is throwing hot water on somebody while they in bed and sleep. That's boys' school.
The niggas still kids, and they still in a playful mindset. I'd have been a juvenile. You know what I'm saying? I done seen some shit. It wasn't that rough. How you think?
Juvenile ain't boys. Boys' school is baby prison, baby pen. Just think of the pen.
Oh.
Just think of the pen with a bunch of adolescents.
Yeah.
That's boys' school. You got 9 shanks, weapons, man. It's in the book. It's everything, and I put a $5,000 bounty on any cap in that book. And my money don't come. And I put that out there. My money, I saved this money up to get it. That's why I ain't first say that when I first came.
Yeah.
My money don't come easy. You see, I'm a working man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't get on here talking about no money. But I put it on there because I want people to read the book. I want people to get this story. And I told my publisher when he told me, she was like, they wanted to dress me up a certain kind of way. I was like, nah, because my books really, I want my books to get into the prisons and help the people that they're supposed to help. You know what I'm saying? Because that books help change me. Go ahead, bro.
And what ways are you think you institutionalized right now?
I'm not institutionalized right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm not. I'm in the process of transitioning back into society.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I know that there's some institution things that I still carry with me, like the getting up early and the working out and such stuff like that. Habits. I'm more habited. I got some institutional habits now that I still want to keep. The earliness, the tardiness, the the stuff that you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The institutional stuff that we done did for so many years, it's a habit that it's hard, that you inspire.
Right. So how is it life after prison? How is it for you? Like,
Man, it's great, man. It's all smiles. Even the hard parts is great. Because I can always find, anytime, like how Plies say, I love Plies, man. His whole movement sometimes be like, you know what I'm saying? His music, man, bruh really be hitting home, man. Shout out to the homie, man, Plies, man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never mentioned my nigga. I already know it's lined up. When I see you, man, we gonna chop it up. But at the end of the day, he said this here, man, you know the dude chain thought. We was talking, what was it said?
Transitioning out, like, what's the transition of you being out of prison?
Oh, you was saying this. This is what Plies said. Every day I remind myself that somebody's in the courtroom. That song, 100 Years.
Yeah.
And he said somebody in the courtroom fighting for their life. So I use that to make me smile anytime something out here is getting difficult. Or anytime, so you find that, you know what I'm saying? You find that something that's gonna make you smile. That's how I smile, knowing that, man, I don't have the right to be mad.
Yeah.
I don't have the right to be with an attitude. I got an opportunity, man. I ain't waking up in no cell. Ain't nobody telling me, I when it goes count time, this and that. I'm gonna smile because my homeboy ain't smiling right now. Or he might be going through something right now. I was cutting my homeboy mama grass the other day. And I was smiling because I know he laying in his bed wishing he could be cutting his mama grass. Yeah. On lockdown. Shout out to Lil Bo, man. Y'all free Lil Bo, man. Anthony Field, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got Marvelli, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, yeah.
That's hard. That's loyalty, bro.
Yeah, niggas don't do that, though. Niggas don't go check on their mama or their homeboy mama. They'll shot their homeboy, they'll wear the t-shirts, they'll do all that. They'll do all the clout shit, but going to check on their homeboy, baby mama, and see if it's school clothes time, man, coming up, man. Go on about it, go in the little uniform, man, go on and handle that, man. You go throw that in Onyx.
Easy.
You go throw that in Onyx easily. Go do something for your homeboy. Stop your homeboy down there. Most time we don't need nothing in the joint. But like Saad, shout out to CEO Saad. I'm gonna keep Saad his name out. Man, my daughter had my grandson. I called Saad. Saad get the scroller. He said, man, what the I ain't gonna know about no registry. I kept calling, man, you got the scroller yet, man? Do she need it? He said, man, just send the registry. And Man, took care of all that, man. That's what real people do, man. That's what Muslims do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's what real niggas do. Hey, you know, I ain't, you know, hey, I'm trying to definitely get there with the wife, man. We trying to work tonight, man.
No. We good. I think we about to.
Time looking at. I don't want to spoil the opportunity, man. Finesse gave me this opportunity, man. If you invite me back, I know you be having panels sometime, whatever going on, man. But I could talk for days about this movie, man. I'm passionate about that, man.
I feel
the opportunity you gave me. I ain't even cut your thing short. So what else you got going on?
Nah, this is. I was wrapping it up, bro. Actually, bro. I didn't got to the.
So can I plug some of my little stuff? And how it's done? This is my first time doing any of this, man. This
Do what you got to do.
Man. Hey, look, man. Go to my website. Go check it out. I know I was doing 2 things that matter to me. I'm a real OG out of Miami, and this right here was my paperwork to the streets of Miami when I came home. My book was my paperwork. The night is the paperwork party, man. Finesse doing some big things over here, man. I'm talking about the brother, this thing that he dedicated his time, effort to put this thing together, setting the platform together. I wish that Allah grant you many success, bro. I already know you're gonna be successful. You know what I'm saying? Cause you tight, we cut from the same cloth. You know how to make something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? So go check me out, man. My 2 subjects is breaking the chain, institutionalization. We gonna talk about that. You can come follow me on IG, man. My page is Veli, VELI_love 305. That's love spelled out, LOVE 305, man. You can follow me on the gram. I'm always giving out free workout tips, 30-minute workout tips all the time. I'm always having fun on there. My topic is breaking the chain, institutionalization. What matters to me, man, is staying free, helping my brothers. I'm always helping my brothers and sisters find jobs. I got my security company coming out, man. This ain't my company, but I'm working for one that's associated with me, basically like that. Because you got to be bonded to have a security company. So I couldn't get it necessary in my name, but my company associated is top 1 security, top 1 executive protection. That's gonna be coming. We got my permit doing personal training. The gym is coming. There's a lot of different things coming, man. It's another level that is coming, another level, and I'm not gonna spoil it. But you need to go read this book first, then read this book right here, and you're gonna be part of this movement, man. This Veli Life movement, man. Veli Life movement is just a stencil. If anybody followed Pop, man. Listen. That's one of the greatest rappers to me, man. Not only that, because he was a messenger to us, man. He had substance to what he was giving us, man. Every topic, every subject. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our culture, man, the rap culture in general, man. You know, we got to start taking that culture serious, man. The platform and the power that we have behind that. The economic power you have in the rap game, the influential power that you have in the rap game. Y'all got to take that very, very, very seriously, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the young rappers that got brands that's positive. You know what I'm saying? I see a few brands out there that's very positive, man. Shout them out, man. A familiar brand here in Atlanta, man. Shout out to Prince Inc., man. You know what I'm saying? He got the brains before bullets. You know what I'm saying? That platform, that's a good, smart thing right there. You know, to think before you use that gun. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's 21 Savage, all them boys, they got very good brands. Shout out to the rappers that using their brands for a good, positive platform. I know y'all street guys. I know that the code matter to you. You know what I'm saying? I know all these principles matter to you, but also, man, we fathers. You know, we black men first before anything. Before we blood, before we GD, before we vice lord, before we anything, we are black men. You know what I'm saying? We need to get back to having our black families, man. We need to get back to loving our sisters. We need to get back to playing like that game of chess right there, man. We need to get back to really playing this thing close to home. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of senseless things happening. And what I mean by that code too, man, that's to bring to my other topic that I have, street code of conduct. Them 2 things matter to me. Nothing else out here matter to me other than Islam, breaking the chain of institutionalization, and street code of conduct.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got, I'm a purposeless man. And I seen something on the ground. You be doing a lot of sound bites. You be doing a lot of little things, a lot of little tips, a lot of little jewels. But this brother dropped a jewel, and he said, when you find a man, just to the sister, man, you find a man that got a purpose, he's not going to put you before that purpose. So you're going to have to line up with that purpose. Stand with that man and stand with that purpose. I'm a purposeless man, you know what I'm saying? And my purpose is to make sure that we can stop feeding our kids and our sons to this system, man. Mm-hmm. This ain't no white or black thing. This ain't no racial thing. This is economic. This is, I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. I don't have all the answers. But I know that you got to do your part. I be at Batman Lab every Monday, man, right there. I plug y'all in. I'm not from Atlanta. I'm GPS everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? But look up Black Man Lab, man. Them brothers and sisters down there, they doing their thing down there. It's free food. Y'all come out, man. Good environment, a safe zone for black men. You got all walks. And it take a village to do this thing. It's going to take scammers, ex-scammers. It's going to take ex-dope dealers. It's going to take ex-hitters. It's going to take all that for the kids. Because at the end of the day, we got kids, man. And they ain't making it to see what right do we have to not let them make it to see our level. They wonder why I don't wear no Beijing. I wear my gray proudly, man, because a lot of my homeboys, they ain't get to see they gray. They gone. They out of there. I do this for them. A lot of my homeboys that locked up in the pen, they ain't getting to see this. I do a lot of that for them. Everything that I do, man, is about what that. It ain't about no clout, ain't about no money. I work for my own money. I get money, ain't never been no issue. Staying out of prison been an issue for me. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, man. It's been a pleasure. Y'all support this brother, man. Go to my page after the interview, man. Y'all look and watch the interview, man. Plug into a real OG, man. Man, it's OG. Shout out to all the real OG. Shout out to my song. Shout out to them boys with the $1 million word of game. Shout out to OG Shabazz. Shout out to all them OGs on the ground that's really doing their thing, man. That using them platforms rightly, man, and doing their thing with it, man. We need to have that meet, man. I'm bringing Miami to the table, man. I'm OG out of Miami, man. I can't call shots in no other city, but Miami, I know what we on down there. And it ain't looking too good. We need that meeting down there in Miami. We need that meeting, man. Burt home, Vonda home. You know what I'm saying? Bo Diddley. That's why I talked to Bo Diddley about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Bo, I'm doing my thing. Vonda, all y'all, let's get to the table down there, man. They got that love and hip hop Miami going on. They ain't showing no shine on them G's right there. I don't want to hear about it. I'm just telling you, man, there ain't no shade. Let's get them real ones in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all holler at, man. Shout out to the Parkers, man. That's my family, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Hunters down there in Miami. That's my family, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what we doing, man. We doing our thing, man. Y'all support the boy. Thanks for having me, man. Y'all gonna be seeing a lot of me, man. Inshallah. That means God's will.
Man, that was up. Listen, man, y'all support the brother's book. I'm gonna put the link in the description. Man, I'm gonna put his Instagram on the page, man. Y'all tap in with this great interview, bro, just to get an insight on a real OG from Miami, bro, and understand his mindset when it comes to the streets and having a code of conduct, code of ethics. Man, that's a real nigga, man. Yeah. I met him in Yazoo, bro, and he been humble ever since I met him, man. Even since the day he got out, like hitting me up, trying to link up, man. Humble guy, bro. Real OG. I salute it. I'm glad I met you, bro.
Oh, say less, man. Say less.
Hey, thank y'all for tuning in to the Paperwork Party, bro. Until we meet again. For sure.